What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zoe, no days off DFS, here to bring that WNBA slate breakdown for the showdown slate for the WNBA finals. We still got the Aces taking on the Phoenix Mercury. After the Aces got that, they grinded it out. They got that dub at the end of the game. Alyssa Thomas missed some very clutch free throws. All we needed was one for them to take it to overtime. Two, if she would have made them both, definitely would have won the game, possibly, if the Aces would have came down and not scored on the last possession. But hey, that's why it's a best of 7. So we'll see if the Phoenix Mercury can go ahead, buckle up, figure out something from what was working in that first game. I do think that some things definitely went our way from what we broke down in it. And I think I have some angles again looking into it and what we're going to do going into the slate. If you guys are new here, you guys enjoying the content, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss any stuff your boy drops over here on the channel, and drop a like on this video if this video or any of my other videos content helps you guys win some money. Looking over here at the box score real quick before we get to it, Natasha Mack, exactly kind of what we were expecting. Those minutes, they were pretty much right around what they have been giving her. Oh, my bad for anybody that had on headphones. I just hit the mic. The minutes were right around what she has been getting pretty much throughout the playoffs, and in this matchup specifically going up against the Las Vegas Aces. Now, granted, she did have some decent defensive possessions out there on Asia. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we could see an extension of those minutes, but as always, they seem to be pretty content. We're going small, letting Wnba Dfs and Sammy Whitcomb get a lot of those 6-man minutes, if you would like to call it over there, for them. Satu Sabally definitely, of course, came out with the mismatch, had Chelsea Gray on her, definitely more physical defender going up against her versus trying to get the Jackie Young, where she would have the size mismatch on her, or Kirsten Bell, who is just out there literally just to start. So that was definitely interesting to see that, of course, play out. Alyssa Thomas played majority of the game. Damn near a triple-double. Wouldn't mind going right back to her. I know that she's feeling a little salty after that. Only 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Definitely had the chances there for her. Kahleah Copper was hot in the first half, came out in the second half, really did not do anything. But like I said, she has to have the scoring in order for her to even give us anything, which it looked like it was going to be on par. She was scoring like crazy. 21 points, 5 of 9 from 3, was knocking it down left and right. For a minute, looked like she injured herself, but still was out there, was giving it her all. Monique was one of the bright spots that I really did, and I do have a lot of interest in, again, going into the slate. Sammy Whitcomb, the minutes are there. Unfortunately, just the shot was not falling, especially those 3 balls. Same thing for Dewana Bonner. She was out there, definitely was very effective on the glass. A prop that you possibly could look to. This would probably be one of those series I would take her for her rebounds. If they're going to be anywhere south of 5 would be where I would take it. Definitely a good goblin play that you can get right there, especially with those minutes that we're expecting for her. And I'm not completely sold on the scoring just yet. I'm not completely sold, but definitely something to keep in track right there, because she had 13 shot attempts pretty much right there, along with the starters out there, Alyssa Thomas, Satu, and Kahleah Copper, taking a lot of those shots over there. Going on over to the Las Vegas Aces side, what do we say? Foul trouble for Alyssa Smith was originally what got her quote-unquote benched, but then just the explosion that you got from Jewel Lloyd and Dana Evans off the bench is really what ate into it over there for Alyssa to even truly get some run. She did not look bad. Definitely was some easy slips, some dives to the basket that she was able to get. Of course, only 2 shots, made her 2 shots that she took, but did not clear at the free throw line, which was a downside for her. A'ja Wilson, of course, just her amazingness that she's out there. Double-double, took forever. Not 1 rebound in the third quarter. Finally was rebounding again in the fourth. That was a sweat right there for me personally with her. Jackie Young did not have her best day out there. 3 of 13 from the field. Was missing a lot of her open normal looks that we would get from her. And to note, she did not dress up for practice today. She was just there for shoot around. Just standing on the sidelines in regular clothes. So I'm not too sure if she's dealing with an injury or anything like that. She didn't look the best out there. A lot of ball handling responsibility and duties, and the defense that she did have to play on Kahleah Copper. She was a primary defender over there for that matchup. Definitely something to note if Jackie is dealing with something. Hopefully we get some clarification in the pregame presser. Over here on the flip side for their bench, Megan, she got some decent minutes, 1 of 1 from the field. She was out there for those 11, but again, it was really Jewel Lloyd and Dana Evans that just topped the cake over here for them. That did a lot. Now, the winning lineup over here on DraftKings last time, and I talked about it, you don't have to go with the A'ja Wilson, Alyssa Thomas, and Satu Sabally at the captain spot. I got different personally myself. I played Chelsea Gray at captain, and I personally, if Jackie Young is going to be labored, injured, or anything of the sort, I want to go right back to Chelsea Gray. 8,400 is her normal price over here. She is I'm not going to say the cheapest over here for the Las Vegas Aces, which we saw Dana Evans. If you played her in the captain spot and you stacked it right in regards to the studs, you had Satu, Alyssa Thomas, Asia Wilson, Jewel Lloyd, something like that. You killed it. You killed it. I don't believe that's going to happen back-to-back games necessarily, where we're going to get that bench role player that is going to be able to explode and break the slate. Now, if there's going to be a way for us to be able to pick and choose and move the pieces around to be able to fit the right studs, I think, of course, at the end of the day, you're going to play Asia Wilson over here from Las Vegas Aces, and it's just going to depend on what is going on with Jackie. If we get word that Jackie was just quote unquote rested or something like that, just because of how she played out there in regards to having played defense on Clea Copper, there is nothing going on and they can assure us that, then I don't mind going back to Jackie. But again, if she is possibly injured, labored, anything of the sort, I really don't want to go up there and play Jackie. I will fade and I will play Chelsea Gray. I think that would mean more shots, more minutes, and time for Jewel Lloyd out there. If Jackie is not feeling 100% and she's not going to be able to be aggressive, getting to the rim and getting those shots up, then maybe we can continue to see the bright spot, which was finally Jewel Lloyd, 23 actual fantasy points, 18 real points. That'll be interesting. Nalissa is a bounce back candidate here. Again, she played minutes. She just didn't do enough while she was out there. We saw that a little bit in that last series that they had going up against the Indiana Fever, where that first game, she came out there, she did nothing. Next game exploded. Game after that exploded again. So there is a possibility that she possibly could explode here in this position spot. Maybe we see a little bit of those minutes dip down for the Dana Evans and the Jewel Lloyd off the bench. I definitely wouldn't rule it out. I do have some interest right here for Nalissa. That'll be something that we can consider, especially if Jackie is injured, labored, or anything like that. If you want to get different, and I do think this is a spot where you can get different, the three that I would focus on over here, of course, like I said, Chelsea Gray would be my captain consideration. And then I would take Nalissa Smith as the quote unquote value play to take over here from them. There's nothing wrong with going right back to Dana Evans. I do believe her minutes are solidified. She's going to play upwards of 20 minutes, especially if she's feeling it and she's balling. But this is Dana Evans. I do not expect her to go back out here again to get me 5 or 6 from the field. She's been playing some amazing ball out here during the playoffs. She's had some down games. She's had some great games, but that's what you get from a bench player, and she is the spark plug. I don't mind it, but I'm not going to chase that. Jewel Lloyd, of course, a lot of her, she's just like Clea Copper. She has to score. 6,400 though is a bit rich for me to want to get up there to her, and I really don't see myself doing that right there. Outside of that, Megan, they're going to give her about 10 minutes. I don't mind. I can see myself going right back there. Not going to play Kia Stokes, not going to play Cheyenne Parker Tyson, and definitely not going to play Aaliyah. On the flip side of things over here for the Phoenix Mercury, of course, Alyssa Thomas, I don't have to talk to you into that. Satu Sabli, I think there is merit because, like what we said before, Satu in the first game normally is pretty chill, cold, doesn't really do too much, but then explodes and builds as the series goes on. Second game, she has killed it every single time. I don't mind fading Alyssa Thomas and just playing Satu Sabli instead over here. I don't. Especially like what we were doing before in the prior series going up against the Minnesota Lynx, where you took the Satu Sabli and Sammy Whitcomb, Satu Sabli, Dewana Bonner, something like that to get that 1-2 punch over there for you from the Phoenix Mercury. You can actually go and depending on what you want to take over there from the Aces, Satu, Sammy, and Dewana Bonner. They're playing the minutes. They're out there. I do expect the defense to go ahead and clamp down. They figured out some things in that second half going up against Clea Copper, and it should roll over into this game right here as well. Satu was just figuring out, she was getting it. She was definitely, of course, chucking up the threes, but she was getting to the rim as well. That mid-range was also working for her, and she was actually being a willing passer, getting some decent cuts to the basket from the players, and of course that pick and roll offense that they can run with her, Alyssa Thomas, if she actually comes to set the screen. She was getting a couple of assists to AT as well out there, so I don't mind going to Satu Sabli again over Alyssa Thomas, but of course Alyssa Thomas will be your primary, your main play that you actually want to get from the Phoenix Mercury, especially if she's going to be out there playing practically every single second minute that is out there on in this game. Outside of that, I mean, I've already talked on all of them. You can definitely mess with Monique. I don't mind going with the Satu and Monique role right here. Monique played 26 minutes, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. All that defensive focus going on to Satu, Clea Copper, and Alyssa Thomas, that leaves Monique open, and she took great advantage of it. 2 of 3 from 3, 3 of 6. Definitely she can make a couple more of those shots, and if her shot attempts go up a little bit, I don't mind that. She can also, of course, facilitate the ball and play some defense, which we saw her with those 2 steals. The big thing for the Phoenix Mercury, they got to keep it in transition. That is where they are deadly, and going up against Vegas, that is one way that you can and will beat them. But Monique, definitely a really great play. Mac, I don't mind a sprinkle for a GPP as a crazy value. Everyone just like, why would I play Mac? But if you land there, we know Mac is not going to get us a 0. Mac can go out there and get us 10, push for 15. I will be happy with that. But 10 flat, she's going to get some boards. She might get a putback or 2, and she might get us a couple of defensive stats. I don't mind going right there to Mac. Westbeld, it's crazy. It's weird. I know that she kind of did the same thing prior, just like Satu. Not the greatest game in the first game. Second game, she had her weird explosion game. Then she just cools right back off. This could be the same thing around here. GPP, not anything crazy. I know she might get some minutes, especially if anyone gets herself in a foul trouble or they just go ahead and pull Mac early. But just know that there is a risk playing her over here. Everyone else, we're not messing with any of that over there. Of course, Sammy, Wnba Bonner, both those guys off the bench, they're perfectly in contention to play. If you think Sammy can actually knock down her shots this time, that'd be great. And she's also pretty pesky on the defensive side. But I will say DB with the defensive rebounding out there for her in those shot attempts. The fact that she was what you would consider it, she was they tied. She was second technically in field goal attempts over here for them. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Definitely would not mind landing on Wnba Bonner as a potential play. It's 2K up for first over here. We got NFL going on. Nobody's going to be paying enough attention to the WNBA, but of course, some of us will be tuning in. Good luck to everybody. If you guys do play some of it over here, I'll have an NFL video, something for you guys coming up pretty soon. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't done so already. NBA is right around the corner. Preseason is here. I've been watching a couple of hoops over there of our guys. Cannot wait to dive into the NBA season. Good luck, everybody. Peace.